Good afternoon and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E544, a 1984P original wrapped roll. How is everybody doing today? We got Frank McCain, Stan Horn, and Jim Fletcher in the house. How are things going? We will go ahead and get this open. You guys are waiting on me, which is cool. A lot of different double die verses for 84P. Hopefully we find something good. I have searched a lot of 84Ps. I have never found a doubled ear. I ended up buying one. Would have saved a ton of money if I would have just bought one from the get-go, but it's not what I'm into. DC, welcome. We'll go ahead and get this roll going. I'll do a 40P roll tomorrow. Looks like my schedule, my wife's wanting me to do stuff in the morning. So my schedule has been working pretty good. There are some double dies on the date also. Let me get my cheat sheet up. All right, we got her up. The doubled earlobe pops right out. We will look at the first 10 reverses. There is one double die reverse on copper coins. I didn't see any other double die reverses. And it is on States, I believe. Let me see. States and Cent, I believe. Oh, America and Cent. I saw that, Frank. It looked pretty cool. It looked pretty good. They didn't make a whole lot of them, so not a bad pickup, especially if you got it at a reasonable price. We'll be looking at all the ears pretty good. Die crack on the right corner, or left cornice. Wow, nice die cracks. Ah, nice. I think 30 bucks is a bad price. Not sure exactly what they're worth. It depends. Paula, good morning. Got a little bit of a die clash here. Kind of a nice die clash. Wow. See what we got going. Beautiful day here. Did a little bit of shopping today. But it is sunny and 75 out right now. how's everybody's holiday preparation going? Little struck through. Ours is going pretty good. We're never going to have the house as clean as it needs to be. What did I do with that? Oh, doggone it. Look at this. Cloudy and cold. Yuck. Yeah. And it's funny, I used to love the cold so much, and now, if I never saw another snowflake, that would be perfect by me. Pain pills and naps. Well, you know, hey, it'll make you happy. I know how that pain pill stuff goes. I try not to take them, but sometimes you just got to. Yeah, we did a little shopping this morning. My wife actually didn't feel well, so we got home a little early. We're supposed to go shopping again tomorrow. 22D, nice. 38 proof. 38 proof would be a great find. Little hair on this one, so you get a hair with this one. Lots of die scratching. You know, no orthopedic surgery is any joke, especially not that you're old, but the older we get, the harder it is for our body to recover from it. Southern Coin Hunter, cloudy and 69. Not bad, not bad. I would live with that. I would love to get some rain because I had my septic field done in October, and it has literally rained one time since then. All the rain that came to Florida last week didn't come where I was at. Yeah, I'm going to be going in for another back surgery eventually. Die clash in the bays on this one. And I'm putting it off as long as I can. No more big jobs for me. And a lot of walking and stuff like that to try to put it off as long as possible. I was warned 20 years ago during my last surgery that this day would be coming. And lo and behold, it didn't really give me any warning. All of a sudden, I just had back pain again. And it wasn't one like, yeah, I was doing this and I hurt my back. I was just doing it, and then a couple days later, my back hurt. Next coin, Nana. We'll be doing a 1940p roll tomorrow. Seen this die pair a bunch. No, it doesn't. Like I say, the older you get, the harder the recovery is. I can remember when I had my first surgery, they're like, oh, you'll be as good as new eventually. And I was never as good as new. I mean, it took 3 surgeries before they actually got it where it worked really well. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then you start getting stenosis and arthritis as, you know, because there's been a trauma there. And that's what the next surgery is going to be, basically cleanup time. Try to open up all the gaps. But shoulder surgery, knee surgery, hip surgery, none of it's a joke, for sure. I didn't know that, Frank. I didn't know that. Of course, I haven't seen much of him on YouTube, but I haven't been getting to watch a lot of YouTube lately. Oh, isn't that cool? That is a cool fine Southern coin hunter. He seems like a good guy. I don't know him personally, but he seems very friendly and sincere. Just from his persona that you get off of him when he talks. There are a lot of dealers in this racket that they don't care. And yet there's a lot of dealers that actually do and wouldn't screw you over at all. And he strikes me as one of these that would not purposely screw you over. Not sure what that is. A little out of collar a little bit. Yeah. Slightly off center. What do you think, Paula? What would that be called with the rim like that? See what the reverse looks the same. The reverse, so it'd be misaligned die probably. No, yeah, misaligned dies maybe. That's, I guess, what it would be. I'm not sure. I don't speak error coin real good. Tilted partial collar. All right, so there you go. That's a pretty cool coin. Tilted partial collar. Well, now I won't forget that one. Now, is that something that is relatively uncommon, or is it very common and not worth any premiums? That's another thing I am truly ignorant on, is value of error coins. I did find a neat error coin the other day, though. Undated copper. Not super common. All right. Maybe I'll stick a little note on that for Stan, so he knows what it is. All right, next coin is this coin is for Evolution. No doubled ears. I always had a neighbor. He had to have 40 of them that he had found. Coin 17, carry. Well, you getting into all red coins, Frank, there's going to be a couple of them that are going to set you back a lot of dough. AZ Coin, welcome. How are you today? That's one thing in those bargain bins. I always bought all the 50s proof coins. You know, they're always like $1 a piece, and everybody's like, they're not worth $1. You can get them for all this. I always bought them. I don't know why. It was just something that I always buy. I did end up getting one of the 1960 double dies by just doing that. Videos on the nickels. Oh, nice. I will be doing a free veal on a nickel roll Christmas Eve, probably a little bit earlier in the day. It probably noonish my time, a little before noon. Got 2 rolls of nickels. They do have double dies in them. As far as I can tell, none of them are listed yet. One might be, but there's no verification, and I didn't see any doubling on the letters of Monticello, so I'm kind of leaning at it isn't listed. I did search a roll for myself. So if you see old DW, thank him. It's going to be a 2025P. Probably the same roll that he sent you, Southern Coin Hunter. If those are the nickels that he sent you. He just wanted to see if we could do something for Christmas, and I said, sure. And we didn't say a lot because I can't do it for everybody. And I literally got a dozen requests. Can you do this and give it to everybody? And I just don't have the time to do that, unfortunately. I collect nickels. Yes, I do. I've got a lot of nickels, Frank. Yeah, I'm a big war nickel buff. Love war nickel RPMs. I actually collect all denomination of RPMs. I've now started collecting double dies of all denominations, but that's just kind of because of their symbiotic relationship to an RPM. Guess we'll call it that. S over D. I actually got I've got a couple of those. Beautiful 54 S over D. Second time we've seen this. Got a little rim cut on it. Bag full of, oh, all right, with beehives. Oh, and the bar nickels. All right, yeah. He was hunting bar nickels for a while. I've only found a couple bar nickels looking through nickels, but I don't get to look through nickels that much. I got like, what did I weigh? 50 something pounds of pocket change to go through. Plan on doing that over the next, matter of fact, I might sort some of it this afternoon, depending on how my wife feels. 22 feather variety. Is that Discord active? Yeah, I got a mint state one too. That's a good one to have, Frank. Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot of the two-legged. This has got another bit of a die clash behind the neck. Two feather variety, huh? Let's see. Let's see what I can find out. FS401. Nice. 1920Ds are more scarce. Holy moly. Those coins are worth some cabbage. What condition is it in? See, now that's one I always look for, the three-legged buffalo, but I've never really paid attention to that. VF30, that's not a cheap coin. Coin 27, Mickey. Yeah, probably going to do a couple giveaways too on Christmas Eve. Find some stuff to give away. Who should on something like that? I would go with PCGS DC. Yeah, let's see if it gives. It would have to be nice, Frank. If it's the one you sent me the picture of, probably not. While that's a nice coin, I don't know if it's a grader. Let's see what we got for VF30. Yeah, VF30 would be a $400 coin, so realistically it would be $250. Definitely worth the $50 or so it would cost to grade it. Now, if the other one is nicer than the one you had, maybe. No what? Yeah, I just went to PCGS website. VF30 FS401 is $400 on their site. So it's probably $250-ish realistically. Now, I would go and see if there's any comps on that. I don't know for sure. See you, Paul. I hope you feel better, and it's great that you stopped in. It really made my day. Oh, gems are $3,500, DC. You know, when I expected you to say like a fine or, you know, very good or something like that, then they're not, I would say, not worth it to do something like that. But if you think it's going to get a VF30, it would definitely be worth it. Next coin, Paul Hampton. Seen that die over and over again. This is not a real good strike either. Oh, is that the one with the clash right there, isn't it? It's not struck in real well, though, on this one. Coin 30, Kurt. Yeah, Buffalo nickel varieties in general. This is the one, yes, with the little rim cut right there. All right, Frank. Matter of fact, I was going through a box of rolls yesterday and found rolls of nickels, like 100 rolls of nickels. Robert Bruce, welcome. I'm glad you could join us. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, you're lucky to find it because I don't think it's a very common. I mean, it's just like the three-legged buffalo. It's just dye polishing, actually. But it is decent. Like I said, gem examples. Well, let's see. Yeah, when you hit MS62, they go up. When you hit MS65, it just says 5,000 plus. So it's worth some dough. Besides the partial out of collar, that's not it. We have not found a whole lot. Anybody have any big plans for the weekend? Pardon me. Let me wet my whistle here real quick. Set up a website dedicated to beehives and die cracks. I don't think that they've been actively adding to Cuds on Coins the last year or so. I'm not totally sure. Here's one of our little rim Cud coins. Yeah, Coin Junkies, not yet. And welcome to the show. Hope you are doing well. Send you an invite. An invite to what? That's like the varieties for nickels. Brian does them, but I think he only adds them periodically. There's another one of those. Partial collar. Partial out of collar. On the other side this time. See, there it is. It's almost no rim. Then you get it right there. And it should be pretty much normal on the reverse. And it is. Very cool. So Brad gets one. Two of them in the same roll. Let's see, tilted partial collar. That's what that's called. So I'm going to put a note on this. Next coin. He does. And you'll go to his site and it won't change, and then all of a sudden you'll look, he must work on it for like 2 days. There'll be all sorts of new stuff on it. Coin 38, Nanostacks. And that's another one of those. Wow, 3 in 1 roll. Wonder what was going on with the press. Let me see. It's the same die all 3 times, I believe, too. It's the same die as coin 36. So Nana gets a tilted collar. Let me make sure. Write a note. Yeah, the one double die reverse that is in that roll, the roll that I looked at from DW. There's one that's very similar. That's got a little rim cut on it. Oh, nice. I got to check your videos out. I'll have to go over and check your channel out. I take it it's Southern Coin Hunter. I got to start putting videos on my channel too. I plan on doing attribution videos for denominations other than Lincoln cents on my personal channel. Probably will link them to the Copper Coins channel too. But that way we have another source to attribute die varieties with. You know, I'll do a little video, have all the pickup points and maybe a little brief history of the coin. That's the plan anyways. But I got stuff to catch up for copper coins before I get doing that. I might actually do like some nickel roll digs and nickel stuff on that channel also. See, that's the same. That another tilted partial collar. And they're all from the same die pair. Found a 59 yesterday. Full steps. All right. 59s are usually, they do have all the steps. They don't start, the steps don't start disappearing on the reverse die of the memorial cents until like 1961. 62, 63, 64 for sure. And then when you get up into the 68, they almost don't exist. Then they replace the master die at that point. '59 S Mint. There's no such thing, Robert Bruce. They were not producing coins at the San Francisco Mint in 1959. If I'm not mistaken, it was actually just considered an assay office. They didn't bring it back online until 1964, 63. There's the little baby rim cut coin. And it became online when they started going from the silver. 55 they stopped. And then when they were going from silver to clad, they started producing coins at the San Francisco Mint again. And they never really stopped after that until just, I mean, they've produced a couple of what would be considered circulation designs, but they're not circulating coins because they're meant not to be circulated. Then they started adding the mint mark again in 1968, and then they added the mint mark all the way till 1974. They did mint some nickels also in San Francisco between 68 and 75. I think 68 to 70. They might have did it in 71 also. I'm not sure what they were doing. I just know that it was always at least an assay office, DC. I mean, even like Dahlonega, Charlotte, New Orleans, after they quit minting coins there, the offices were still open for assay purposes. And there's actually other assay offices around the country. Here is something I dug out that I might do some sort of bag reveal on if you guys are interested. And that is, speaking of assay, for the Jefferson nickel. All right. Where did I put it now? Oh, yeah. A long time ago, I bought a 1972 $50 bag, and it was from the Treasury Department in Washington, D.C. And it had 3 $10 bags and 4 $5 little bags in here. And I believe what these are is samples that were looked at and then returned for returned to be put into circulation. So I might do a bag opening and reveal on this coming up soon. I don't know if they're going to be red or crusty or what, because they've been in here since 1972, and it's always the chance you take. And unfortunately, the bag is worth more sealed than unsealed, probably. But in that, the $5 bag, I did find doubled dies in. The other 3 bags I searched, I didn't find anything but normal coins in. So it would be a crapshoot at best. But that might be something that's coming up in the future. I think I got a 1960p. That is one of those bags also. I think that's what it was, because it's not from the assay office. It's actually from the Washington, D.C. Department of Treasury. And it was separated. And the guy that I got these bags from, or that bag from, he had like 15 of them. And he said he ended up getting them from the bank in 1972. And he was, gracious enough to sell me one. I wish I knew what happened to all his stuff, because he had tons of it. No. I'll do a reveal type thing on it, but it won't be one that you'll have a limit. You can buy 10 spots in it if you want. I mean, I guess there's a limit because there's only $10 worth of coins, so there's only 1,000 coins in there. So, but I want to thank everybody for joining. Tomorrow, we have that roll right there, 1942p or 1940p, Market Street National Bank in Philadelphia. I hope to see everybody there. I got to go shopping in the morning with the wife, but after I get back, I will either move it up or keep it on schedule. Oh, and I'm going to go check your channel out too, Southern Coin Hunter. I look forward to seeing what you got up there. But anyways, I want to thank you again for joining, and I'll talk to you in the neighborhood.